Alrighty, minor league baseball fans, welcome to Minor League Baseball, the show. Tonight is the final game of this 3-game series at the Tulsa Drillers in Tulsa, taking on the San Antonio Missions. Tomorrow, the Missions return home as they get ready for a 4-game set between the visiting Midland Rockhounds. And we are good to go. Go online now and purchase and print your tickets from home. You can also follow the San Antonio Missions all season long as we get ready for the South Division 2018 playoffs. You can download the First Pitch app for any smartphone and you are good to go. Partly cloudy skies for tonight's game. We won't have any trouble. Wow. Alright, get out your scorecards. We got your starting lineups. First for the San Antonio Missions. Leading off and playing in short, Steve Chavez. Chavez as short. Batting second, San Antonio lineup. Second baseman, Boone Divine. Divine as second. Christian Venezuela at third. Center fielder Carmen Zapata will bat fourth for San Antonio. Zapata at center. Batting fifth, the first baseman Leroy Ochoa. Ochoa at first. Batting sixth, the left fielder Alan Cordoba. Cordoba left. Manuel Rincon will be the catcher for San Antonio. Rincon catching. Brian Valdez will be the right fielder as he bats eighth for San Antonio. Valdez at right. Cleanup hitter Hank Schneider will bat ninth as he rounds out the batting order for San Antonio. Schneider got cleanup. And on a mound for San Antonio Missions, Hank Schneider. Schneider tonight's cleanup hitter and also mound pitcher. Now here's the starting lineup for the Tulsa Drillers. Leading off and playing in center, Henry Valera. Valera as center. Lee Hu will be the third baseman as he bats second for the Drillers. Hu at third. Oswaldo Alvarado will be the first baseman as he bats third for the Drillers. Alvarado at first. Kyle Saul will be the right fielder as he bats fourth for Tulsa. Saul at right. Kyle Farmer will be the catcher for the Tulsa Drillers. Farmer catching. Edwin Crow, the left fielder, bats sixth for the Drillers. Crow at left. Batting seventh is the second baseman, Scott Warden. Warden at second. Julio Venezuela will be the shortstop as he bats eighth for the Tulsa Drillers. Valenzuela at short. Cleanup hitter Josh Guzman will be batting ninth for Tulsa. Guzman cleanup. And on the mound for Tulsa, Josh Guzman. Guzman tonight's cleanup hitter and also on the mound pitcher. And there's your starting lineups.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Ought to be a good one here between the Tulsa Drillers and the San Antonio Missions. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Hank Schneider, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Dan Flezak, what do you got?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Digging in, Henry Varela. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder, Henry Varela.
Here's the first pitch to him. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit up. Temperature here at the park tonight, a comfy 72 degrees at first pitch. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
In now, Lee Hu. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Portaba's under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What's the key for them tonight, Hero?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
Settling in now, Oswaldo Alvarado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch inside, the throw.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Schneider features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Their count now at 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Batting fourth, right fielder.
Here's Kyle Saul. From the stretch. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike one. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. Josh Guzman, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, as starting pitchers go, he's not real tall. Now, we've seen plenty short guys be very successful, but one of the keys is having good deception by changing speed. The ball doesn't come out from a high angle, so it appears to come in a little flatter. That means pitchers need to come in at different speeds to really fool hitters. We'll see how he does with that here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit back up the middle. Valenzuela ranges to his left. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against him.
Into the box now, Boone Devine. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is in the air out to right. Saul. Back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting third baseman, Christian Villanueva.
Stepping into the box, Christian Villanueva. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center as they get on the board first. It's 1-0.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Into the box now, Harmon Zapata. He swings and grounds it to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Didn't waste any time like the first pitch he saw to keep the inning going.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Leroy Ochoa. Pitch out, nothing doing. Zapata, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that one is gone.
Oh! Yahoo!
2-run shot to straightaway center as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Batting fifth, left fielder,
Alan Cordoba hits next. Grounded down the third baseline. And this is past him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Standing in now, Manuel Rincon as he lines it out to center. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the top half of inning number 2. The Missions lead it 3-0. Next up will be Kyle Farmer. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes to count. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
A bouncer up the middle. Chavez takes it in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And be on the lookout today, because the best arm in the outfield resides in left field. Usually not the norm, but you better not test this guy. Not only does he have a strong arm, very, very accurate as well.
So digging in now, Edwin Crow. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
The 1-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And that's the second out.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Stepping in now, Scott Warden. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Curveball down and in, misses, ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Count 2-1.
Pitch on the way. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. Stepping up now, Brian Valdez. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff knock in the second. That makes 5 hits already for these guys.
The pitcher, Hank Schneider, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped up. Alvarado on the move. 1 out.
Okay, here's the defense for the away team. You want to talk about shutting a running game down? The guy behind the dish has an absolute cannon. I mean, you will not see guys get but 2-step lead off first base today.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0. On the ground to the right side. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Hey, you got to respect the first baseman getting dirty right there, but that batter was able to shoot that right past
him. In now, Boone Divine. Skied into straightaway right. Saul is after it. but he can't get there as this hops over the wall for a ground rule double. And a bit of a break on defense as only one run is going to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. He's in at second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Crow racing back, and that's off the scoreboard. What a blast! Whoa! So a 2-run shot to left center as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Casey Overmeyer enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
Now batting.
Into the box, Leroy Ochoa hit hard down the line, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Man, I love this angle. Looking right down the line, you can see that he generates his power from his lower half, taking it down the line for a clean double. Great look there.
Alan Cordoba hits next. Line towards center field. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. Now the relay home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
When it left the bat, I thought the outfielder had a beat on it. Gave it a heck of an effort, going high for it, but he just can't bring it down. The run came across the score, and he's safely at second, hoping his teammates can return the favor.
Standing in now, Manuel Rincon in the air out toward right field. Saul has a read on it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
The right fielder, number 7, Ryan Valdez.
Striding in, Ryan Valdez. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set. Here it comes. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 10-0 score.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, D-Roy. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
Into the box now, Hank Schneider as he drives a liner to right center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, number 1.
Boy, D-Roy, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Stepping in now, Steve Chavez. That's in there, base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
In now, Boone Divine, as he swings and hits a laser to right. Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in, and now this is going to be big trouble out there. And a second run is across. The relay. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, the side is retired. But not before an even 10 men come around to score here as they break this game wide open. We'll go now to the top of the third. San Antonio's out in front, 13-0. Striding into the box, Julio Valenzuela. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get one or two of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Casey Overmeyer. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hot shot to third. Villanueva's got it. And quickly there are 2 away.
Center fielder, number 5, Henry Varela.
Digging in to try it again, Henry Varela. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And he misses again, 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. The 2-2. Line to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Hey, that was 8 straight up until that base hit right there. Let's see if the offense gets something rolling now.
Standing in now, Lee Hu, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now a ball line softly down the left field line, but this is a foul ball. Varela leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Popped him up. Villanueva is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. plate, Christian Villanueva. Already a home run and a double for him in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. Comes set and the 0-1. Grounded to short. Valenzuela has it. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Into the box now, Carmen Zapata. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Just got a piece up the line. Who comes up with it? And there's out number 2.
The batter, first baseman.
Standing in, Leroy Ochoa. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set and the pitch. Down the third baseline. So this is foul for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Varela is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Digging in to try it again, Oswaldo Alvarado. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Zapata is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Kyle Saul, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Seared down the first baseline. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Moving under it, Zapata. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, captain, Kyle Farmer.
Ready for another chance? Kyle Farmer comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. Some success with 2 away, and the top of the 4th is still alive.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Digging in once again, Manuel Rincon. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Catcher, Manuel Rincon.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Hot shot toward third. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the fourth.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They're not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Pro on the move. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter.
Ready for another shot now, Hank Schneider. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. From the stretch. Sent out to straightaway center field. Varela moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 1.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Steve Chavez. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. As a look, now the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Saul sprinting after it. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scott Wharton, who looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And there's ball 2 now. Here's the 2-1 home. Hit down the third base line, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Hey, I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. The 2-1 home. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batter. Catcher. Casey Overmeyer.
Andy Brignoni will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. No balls and a strike to count. And he takes strike 2. Line toward right center. Valdez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Thomas White gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Digging in and looking for more, Boone Devine. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point.
Boone Devine.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is line to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Stepping in now, Christian Villanueva. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases.
Center fielder number 34, Carmen Zapata.
Ready once again, Carmen Zapata. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a three-run blast to straightaway left. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the fourth blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. On the ground to third. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
Alan Cordoba hits next. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Ochoa on at first, nobody out. Grounder down the line at third. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. And clearly he was off his game this evening. Striding into the box, Manuel Rincon. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
The right fielder, number 7, Brian Valdez.
Now at the plate, Brian Valdez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out for short. Scooped up on the backhand. Though not in time, and he beats it out for his third hit tonight.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is flared out towards second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, and a couple of men left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Missions lead it 16-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Henry Varela. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
Lee Hu is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Chavez will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Oswaldo Alvarado, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Varela, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting. Right fielder. Kyle.
Here's Kyle Saul. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. First pitch on its way.
Nope,
and that one stayed up a little high.
1-0.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Two out with the man at first. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
Nipped the corner. 2-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will wind up being a foul ball. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Well hit to right, but foul. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
I'm sure the boys on the bench appreciate that, AB, right there. Grinding out an 8-pitch at bat and was able to be successful and deliver a hit for the team.
First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Valdez is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Digging in, Steve Chavez. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
The shortstop. Steve Chavez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground to the right. It's flagged down deep in the hole. And there's 1 away.
Now batting. Second baseman.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Boone Devine. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. Swinging a ground ball to third. And that drops him for another base hit. He's 4 for 5 now. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. Coming to the plate now, Christian Villanueva. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
He's not going to complain, but he was thinking what the rest of us were thinking when that left his bat. Home run number 2. Didn't quite have enough, so he has to be content with a double.
In now, Carmen Zapata. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was rushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
First baseman, number 8.
Into the box, Leroy Ochoa. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Varela on the move. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. 7th inning coming up. San Antonio's out in front, 18-0. Back here for Texas League Baseball on MLB Network. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Digging in now, Edwin Pro. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Cordova arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Scott.
Stepping in, Scott Warden. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with this first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
And he lays off there, 1-0. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Two and one now. Now Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
Valdez moves over, and that ends the inning.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Tomas Dorta enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Now at the plate, Alan Cordoba. He was a double play victim last time around.
Leading off for San Antonio.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Rounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery to short. Valenzuela fields it cleanly, and that's the first out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Pitch on the way. Sent out to straightaway center field. Varela is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 7, Brian Valdez.
Now at the plate, Brian Valdez. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Grounder down the line at third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Missions lead it 18-0. Kirby Matsui is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Kirby Matsui.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. The 2-1. Fouled off. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Something to be said for home cooking, apparently, as you get a look at our line score. This one never in doubt, as the home standing 9 have outplayed their guests in every facet of the game. At the plate, Henry Varela. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Scorched to third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now back. Third baseman, Lee.
Stepping up now, Lee Hu. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Popped him up. But this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
1-2 now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Brian Lopes comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Luis Torrens is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. Valenzuela ranges to his right. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The batter, number 1.
Now in the box, Steve Chavez. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Here's the first pitch to him. Fly ball into straightaway left. Pro is in pursuit. 2 down.
Now batting.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Boone Devine, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, and it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run, and that ends the inning. Miguel Diaz comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Miguel Diaz.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Oswaldo Alvarado starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. He was great all night long. digging in and looking for more, Kyle Saul. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Popped him up. Villanueva is there for it. 2 gone. Next up will be Kyle Farmer. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Now the 1-0. Line drive to center field. That gets down and the inning continues. So the top of the 9th keeps it rolling as he comes through with 2 away.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. On the ground to the left side. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Ready once again, Scott Warden, and his guys are looking to a charge there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
18-0 the final tonight. The Missions jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Hank Schneider is the winning pitcher of record. Josh Guzman is slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
And so the San Antonio Missions gave Tulsa a good punch in the face. Get it? Punch in the face. Oh. Yeah. Well, tonight was the 3rd victory of this 3-game series, with the San Antonio Missions defeating the Tulsa Drillers by a score 18-0. And golly, this was a really good game. Well, before we go, Tulsa and San Antonio, let's go over runs, hits, and errors before we go off the air, and most likely, let's get started. For Tulsa, no runs on 7 hits. They had 1 error, and most likely it was pretty bad for them. For San Antonio, 18 runs on 25 hits, no errors. Most likely, guys, good ball game tonight for San Antonio. We got even with Tulsa now, as the last time they defeated San Antonio and took the 3-game series, we obviously did the same to them. We got even. Well, tonight's final score is 18-0 as we are Monday Night Baseball. Well, tomorrow the Missions return home as they greet the visiting Midland Rockhounds for a 4-game series. Then after that, the Missions hit the road again for the 3-game series in the Arkansas Travelers and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, as next 6 home games or road games in Arkansas and Northwest Arkansas goes up afterwards. Well, I guess this is a good night from Tulsa as the missions get ready to load up the bus and go back home to San Antonio. Most likely, they will do that. Anyway, guys, we hope y'all had fun watching San Antonio Missions baseball at Tulsa. And most likely, it was a good night. Well, anyway, everybody, have a good night. And we'll see y'all again tomorrow for the San Antonio Missions taking on the visiting Midland Rockhounds. Have a good night, everybody.